Oh, this is Rhode Island. Yeah, I think it's the smallest state oh, look at the longest suspension bridge, 1969. I didn't know they had the New England's longest suspension bridge. You know, I had thought about these bridges that we've been building. I remember there was a report that one of them fell down a while ago. And most of them are metal and they can be wrapped in broadband and use it as a type of antenna system to affect the actual thoughts of those that are residents of any and all states. Now, I emailed the governor of Rhode Island and numerous employees of Rhode Island. They're that $8 billion, the smallest amount that I'm going to sue each and every state for. All the rest of you are bigger than Rhode Island, and your lawsuits will be greater than $8 billion. Now, at the time of me emailing them, because I've sent them hundreds of emails, I really had an attraction. It's a woman that was the governor at that time. Let me see who the governor is right now. But let's say every oath of office in Rhode Island happens to know that they're giving aid and comfort to those that are in office which have committed a crime that is worthy of impeachment and conviction of treason. Now, you would say, well, we're Rhode Island. We're not personally liable for the support and defense of the Constitution. But as I remember emailing you, you actually are. Now, is there some reason? Oh, look at this: schools, libraries, museum art. Yeah. Does anybody know who the governor of the state of Rhode Island is? Yes, I looked her up. She was a very slender woman. Seemed like she was. Could you get me every citizen of the state of Rhode Island? And then, oh, let's see here. Manufacturing, fishing, Rhode Island gross domestic product is $53 billion. You're ranked 46th among the states. You make a little more than the other four states. At the 2014, unemployment rate was 7.8%. There's a lot of mining that goes on here. Ooh, non-fuel mineral production, 42 million. Oh. Uh, Manufacturing, agriculture, 9% of Rhode Island, plants, animal, climate. Now, the state of Rhode Island, oh, governors, Gina Raimondo. Ooh, you were elected in 2015. That was about the time that I emailed you because I started sending emails on November 20th of 2015 before I got arrested. I'm thinking, the, when were you admitted? Lincoln Chaffee? No, it was a woman. Lincoln's a man name. I'm almost sure. Okay. Now, how is it possible that the Rhode Island that became a Republican state just before the American Civil War have a favorite Democrat? Oh, state legislature. King Philip's Revolutionary War, 1776. Hundreds of Rhode Island volunteers went to Massachusetts to fight, to like keep. And then there was a rebellion in the 1830s because they were not eligible because only property owners had voting rights. Then there was a Civil War. Ooh, 24,000 Rhode Islanders served in the Union Army and the Navy. A lot of Navy personnel in Rhode Island. You got generations of Navy individuals. You ever wonder how many generations of an actual family lineage have served in the military? I've met those that they said, "Well, we're a Navy family. My grandfather was in my great grandfather. In fact, in Rhode Island, I was in the Navy in the early 1800s." Could you get me every employee of the United States military and exactly where their families reside, and then Does their family tree include some other individual that was in the military as a previous lineage? Then go back to how many generations of Rhode Islanders have actually served in the United States Navy since Rhode Island became a U.S. state in 1790? Now, it seems like a long time ago. You became a state in 1790 and they ratified the Constitution in 1787. When you think about it, just looking at it as a state that was became a state in 1790, it's possible that you in the Navy today could go back 10, 12 generations, let's say times 20, 240 years, it's in 2018. You could almost be 20 generations of Rhode Islanders have been in the Navy. Now, I like to know right there.